Yo, it's your boy Alex THFC, Mr. Box Office TV. And if you don't know, you need to get to know. And this is a new video on the 32nd day of Tottenham Hotspur not having a manager. The worst kept secret in football. And of course, it's match day. Tottenham Hotspur playing Manchester United at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which is at 8:15 under the lights. And this is a video. Manager or PE teacher or the soon-to-be manager, if you want to call him, Ryan Mason. Now, this is a video just to say this. I've got the same energy that I had last season and even before Pochettino. After Pochettino, I mean. Because for me, nothing's changed. Nothing will change. I will say this. They'll turn up today. Absolutely turn up. And on the subject of turning up, I like to just to divert your attention to what the main subject of this is. Because while we be playing players like Richarlison, Danjuma, maybe even Sarr, there might be potential there. Let's look at the heroes of the previous years. Players that people don't really want to talk about anymore, but are remembered for winning and playing good football. Players like Danny Blanchflower. He was a guy that was not even in Bill Nicholson's plans, but fought his way back into the team and became the midfielder that everyone remembers. Players like Dave Mackay. Players like Cliff Jones. And then if you go down to 1970, Pat Jennings, a famous goalkeeper, a leader, Steve Perryman, Alan Mullery. These players have been heroes at Tottenham Hotspur, remembered for winning major trophies, but not even just that, playing the Tottenham way. Something that Bill Nicholson grew up on, and then Arthur Rowe as well, previous to him, where Bill Nicholson learnt his craft from as well, and his knowledge of Tottenham, making Tottenham great, and that's it. But when you look at the players that we have right now, compared to the players that we have previously, it's night and day. Absolutely night and day. And changing the narrative, changing the guard of a manager will only anticipate even more that is there a plan going forward for this club? Because in his pre-match, Ryan Mason, he says, and I quote, "Honestly, for me, I feel ready. I know I'm ready. If that situation happens, it obviously means we've done a good job." That's fast forwarded in 4 or 5 weeks. So the potential of Mason being in charge going forward just shows you, is there a plan at Tottenham Hotspur? And like I said before, I mentioned those players to you of the past. Can any of these players aspire to be any of those that were that great that time? Do they have the aspirations to be that great, to be remembered as those great players? And the answer is no, because they've shown in the past that they're not good enough. So not good enough that, if you believe the papers, Daniel Levy wanted to keep Antonio Conte, which was predicted by myself. I did say that. Antonio Conte didn't want to stay, which really confirms that he was always leaving at the end of the season as well. It was not a surprise. It was not even a spoiler. I told you the spoilers already. This guy was not going to stay at Tottenham Hotspur. But he left us with a parting gift, and really it just sums it all up. If he didn't have that rant, he'd still be in charge of Tottenham Hotspur. Hence the reason Celine was left in charge. But that's Tottenham Hotspur. They say that's just Tottenham. Well, that is just Tottenham. And that's it. But can you really learn anything from today? No. You can't learn nothing from today at all. I won't learn anything from any of these players. I won't learn anything from Virgil van Dijk. I won't learn anything if Emerson suddenly comes up on the right-hand side and we play 4 at the back, and you see Emerson on the right and then Davis on the left. It just shows you that we need to sort the whole squad out. We need to sort out the fact that we've got loads of players on loan as well. It's kind of the chickens are going to come home to roost soon. And like someone said, kicking the can down the road isn't going to be good enough anymore. Because, as I said before, this is a bang average league. And I'm not just saying that because Arsenal were top of the table for so long. That's not the case I'm saying. I'm saying it because if you have a decent manager and a good 11 to 12, maybe even 13 good players, and you have a good season, you could be up there competing for the championship in the Premier League. For quality-wise, the league is not great at all. But for entertainment and managers, the way they are, is quality. And that's how a manager can be so effective for a team. Hence the reason why you see what you see with Brighton at the moment. Hence the reason you saw what you saw with Leicester City. And Tottenham Hotspur just completely gone down the wrong path, and that's it. So a manager like Julian Nagelsmann, maybe Arne Slot, may be the way forward for Tottenham Hotspur. But for us to identify the right man for this club, you need to have an identity. You need to have everyone getting on the same, have the same focus, the same target. But everyone is still divided, and that's it. And if you saw the papers today, previously, there's the division in the boardroom as well. Because if some people wanted Poch back and some people didn't, if some people wanted to get rid of Conte and some didn't, and if some people wanted to get rid of, a lot of people wanted to get rid of Stellini, that just shows you not everyone's together, and that's it. And it maybe is something of a little bit of a problem there, and that's it. So this is another short, sharp video from your boy, Mr. Box Office, the main event, the Professor of Truth and Entertainment. And I'm going to change it up a little bit by closing, by saying this. I'm leaving you out all day, every single day, and let them know. And that's it. And I'm out. Take care.